If you've been watching or listening to this podcast for the last 10 minutes and you thought this was a highly produced, extremely professional podcast that we have going on now, it's not. It's just the two of us.
It is just the two of us.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try.
Just the two of us. You and I. We're supposed to look each other in the eyes at that part. Yeah.
Well, then it's a little gay.
So, two men breaking out in the song?
Yeah, that's right. Two men breaking out in the song is not in any way homosexual. By the way, happy Pride Month.
Oh, yeah.
Well.
Well.
First time for everything. This is the first ever Sinical City podcast.
The first ever.
And we are here at Tap and Ash Cigar Lounge, one of my personal favorite cigar lounges in Las Vegas.
That's right. This podcast, I guess, is brought to you by motherfuckers that like to tap ass.
No, it's actually Tap and Ash. I don't know where you're getting Tap and Ass from.
It's funny. Like when I hear about tap and ass, I think about tap and ass.
that is funny. So we're recording. We're actually just a little behind the scenes. We're going to do a couple of episodes because you're leaving the country.
That's right. I'm leaving the country.
Wait, you don't have to get. That's right. That's right. I'm getting up out of here.
That's right. I'm getting the fuck out this motherfucker.
Okay. There's people out there. I just broke a match.
That wouldn't be the first wood you've broken, but whoa, I think the fan is blowing right at you.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think we'll cut right here and go light them out there.
Yeah.
And then we'll come back in here.
Well, how about this? Let's record us trying to light a cigar for a while and see what that looks like. If we can make this work, Todd gets to eat extra dessert tonight.
Okay. But while I'm trying, you got to talk.
All right. So this podcast is brought to you by two comedians that you can see on the regular in Las Vegas. That is why this is a Sinical City podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm Amir the Amiracle. You can check me out on my Instagram. That's right. Instagram, TikTok, all of it. YouTube. And I go by Amiracle Comedian. And you should check out my shit because I interview drunk people on the streets, especially Fremont, the Link, Promenade. I interview people out there and then they tell me the craziest shit. So, and then
I got it.
He's getting dessert tonight.
And I'm Todd Royce XXL. You can see me on TikTok, Instagram, Kill Tony.
Oh, right.
And I also have shows coming up. I'll just throw this out there real quick, and then we'll get into conversation. July 26th in Spokane, 27th in Tacoma, Washington, 29th to the 31st of August, I'll be in Lake Tahoe. September 20th, I'll be in Biloxi, Mississippi. The 21st, I'll be in Nashville, Tennessee. And then October 3rd and 4th, I'll be in Wichita, Kansas.
That's impressive.
That's
quite the tour.
It's like 6 months worth of shows, and it's like 5 dates. But it's like me in high school, except I'm getting 5 dates.
Usually you just get 5 guys.
Not bad.
Hey, by the way, this is my first sip of alcohol of the day.
It's 11 a.m. I hope so.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
To our first pod.
To the first pod. We got a couple of cat daddies here. Not just because we like it to pussy, but it's so stupid. We actually have cats.
Yeah, we both have more than one cat.
Mm.
I have 2. You have
2.
That's right.
You should know that. Did you try to light your cigar yet?
I got it kind of lit.
That's what this one drink will do. It'll get you kind of lit. So this episode is going to come out a little bit later, so this won't really be breaking news. But breaking news to us today: did you happen to see Elon Musk's tweet or X or whatever you call it? Do you call it a tweet still? Or
all I do is follow Elon Musk.
Do you really?
Hell no.
No, but did you see what he tweeted today?
I don't know I know he's talking shit about the new bill that Trump is trying to pass. Does it has something to do with that?
Beyond that.
Oh.
So that must have started some sort of beef. I don't pay that much attention, but apparently that started some sort of beef between the two. And we are going to get, I'm sure by the time this airs, we'll be knee deep in it. But
Okay.
the beef between Trump and Elon, I think, is going to be crazy. Elon started it off by tweeting today that the reason we're not getting the Epstein files is because Trump is in them. And then he ended it with like, how you like that, DJT?
Oh shit. And the thing is, we all knew Trump was going to be in it.
Of course.
Of course he's not going to release it. I bet when they were like looking at the files together, like they're probably making jokes like Trump's in the room, Elon's sitting next to him, and they're like, well, we're going to retract this name right here. Yeah.
All right, he wanted to release it all except just retract just his name. Everybody else's will just be like this guy. And here's the thing. Look, I don't even think that it's a political thing necessarily. Like any one side, because the whole gimmick with Epstein, this is terrible trying to light these on camera. That was a horrible idea. The whole idea behind Epstein was he wanted to get super powerful people on camera with these young people.
Yeah.
Young women.
Yeah.
But, so I don't care if they did it or not. I guarantee you everybody who's been in office knew what Epstein was up to. You know what I mean? Whether their names appear on that list or not, everybody was involved, or at least knew about it.
It's been the storyline of so many TV shows and movies where conniving rich people are recording your ass at the party, at a meeting, and then they use that footage of you touching a 12-year-old for blackmail.
Tapping that ash.
Way to bring it back.
Yeah, it's weird, and it's wild to me that I think it shows the control that the media has lost, because there wouldn't have been so much conversation about Epstein if there wasn't all this free media out there, like podcasts like ours, just like with Diddy, because it's not like they're going to release too much information on Diddy. Because even if it's not, other than the fact that they had Obama pills, I don't know of any. Did you hear about that?
Oh, back up. Obama pills?
Dude, they distributed. Diddy used to distribute pills that had Obama's face on them.
I think I did hear something about this. Yeah. And did it make you talk slower or something?
You're like, hello, welcome to the freak off party. Oh my, Michelle, that is a nice dick. No.
First of all, it's a huge dick. And
I like to compliment the overall niceness. All right.
Yeah. Anyway, we did set up this podcast not to be political in any way, and I'm glad we started off
right out the gate. Well, I don't even think this is what I'm saying. I don't even think it's political. Like, we're not talking policy. We're not even like taking them. But look, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're MAGA or if you're red MAGA or blue MAGA, which apparently is a new thing. I don't care which you are. If you find out that your guy is on that list, you need a new guy. That goes for the ladies too.
Do you think it's possible some people like Trump went to Epstein Island and didn't screw around with the girls?
I think that's very possible. I don't know about Trump. And to be honest with you, I don't know. I honestly don't know. There's people that are like, he's such an asshole. So they'll just automatically, I have no idea if he's into young girls or not. I don't know. But what I do know is, even if you just went there, you knew what was going on. If you had an association with Epstein, you knew what was going on, because he was definitely like pitching it to you. It's not like he and Bill Clinton were buddies and he never thought, maybe I could get Bill Clinton in on this. You know what I mean? Like that often, if you knew Trump and you knew you had an island like that, you'd be like, hey, Don, not for nothing, but what do you think about this?
Do you think maybe this is all just a ploy by Elon to get his Tesla sales up? Because I know he's suffering, worldwide with Tesla sales.
It is true.
And him, going against Trump maybe could balance his spreadsheet.
That would be hilarious if we found out this was all just right from the ingenious mind of Elon Musk.
It makes sense. Rappers beef just for the sake of selling records.
It's true.
So,
yeah. So why not? Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So yeah, why not create beefs?
Yeah, it's good for sales.
Yeah, and I mean,
straight up.
When you face it, like even you never know. Trump might even be in on it. I mean, he's pushing 90 at this point. He's probably like, look, I'm checking out soon. I think he's pushing 80. I don't even know how old he is. I don't know.
Pretty sure he's like 81 or 2 or something like that.
Is he?
Yeah.
All right.
Low 80s. He's still got a few years.
Can we get our producer to look that? No, we don't have a producer. That's right, everybody. This is all. In case you were thinking, if you've been watching or listening to this podcast for the last 10 minutes and you thought this was a highly produced, extremely professional podcast that we have going on now, it's not. It's just the two of us.
It is just the two of us.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try.
Just the two of us. You and I. We're supposed to look each other in the eyes at that part. Yeah.
Well, then it's a little gay.
So, 2 men breaking out in the song?
Yeah, that's right. 2 men breaking out in the song is not in any way homosexual. By the way, happy Pride Month.
Oh, yeah. Way to tie it in, bro. Yeah, it's Pride Month, and I hate that on this camera. Why do you look 2 feet taller than me? Why are you so fucking tall?
Well, I think you're slouching. Here's the thing. When I'm sitting down, I'm a lot bigger because I got that fat wallet. That's not true. No, I honestly think my ass is so big that it just makes me look.
You're sitting on your own booster seat.
How tall are you?
5'10".
Me too. Let's give it up for the mid-sized kings. That's me, a mid-sized king. Actually, in mattress terms, I probably would be a mid-sized king. A nice young couple could lay on me.
Mid-sized seems like a compliment. I would say you're a California king. It's like a couple inches wider than the normal king. But, well, booster seat it is.
Yeah, I think that's got to be what it is, because I'm not taller than you. I just have a chunky ass. I got a thick ass.
This must be why you're so good at business. You're just naturally taller when you sit.
It's true. We have a meeting, and they're like, "Oh, he's very imposing," and I'm like, "Calm down, Shaq, and listen to me."
Yeah. So just for those of you actually watching this, I'm just as tall as this motherfucker. Okay, he just got a huge butt cheek to sit on. 2
of them, in fact. Let's not make it out like I got some weird thing with my left cheek. I've been doing what do you call it? Exercises for my for my one cheek.
Oh, let me mute this.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
So, do you think the second episode will be smoother?
We're gonna be 1 crown apple deep by the second episode,
That's
so
true.
Definitely not. So yeah, you definitely want to check out the next episode to see how much we slur and fuck this up.
Slur, like as far as like the words, like slurring our words, not using slurs.
Speak for yourself.
It's a very good point.
Anyway, we'll edit all this out after the show.
We've been recording for about 14 minutes. This is about 2 minutes. If this is actually going to make it there.
Yeah, we're going to talk about something with substance.
I do have something that I wanted to bring up because this is a trending topic.
I showered, bro. Oh, that's not what you're talking about.
That is a trending topic.
No, what is it?
So now you are a black and Arab guy.
Oh no! Is this going in a report or something?
Yeah, that's right. We're gonna put you on the list. We're gonna deport half of you.
Yeah. Okay.
No, but so there's all this stuff on the internet, especially on TikTok.
Yeah.
Where gingers are now considered black.
Oh God!
So I want to get your opinion. Me as a ginger, you as a black guy. I don't know what I'm allowed to say. What do you think?
Well, kudos to you for biting your lip on that one. Usually, like what black people do is we will give like a good white friend the honorary privilege of getting to say the N word around us, but it just doesn't translate to when we're not around, or if we're around other black people and you don't know them and you don't have that pass.
Yeah, that would be weird. I don't know if I could accept that pass because, first off, as a general rule, I never use the N word around black people. But
What about when you sing in your car?
and, you know, I don't listen to black artists. So, no, I'm kidding. I used to look. I'll be honest with you. Here's my take on the N word. Uh, I used to be cool with like the singing when it's in my car, quoting Chris Rock bits. I was always like context matters and stuff like that, which I agree with. I do believe that with every word. But then I heard Ice T. Nope, sorry, Ice Cube. I mixed up the ices, not the blacks. Not the blacks.
There's a lot of ice rappers.
There are. And the best one, of course, Vanilla Ice.
I was gonna say nobody quotes him.
It's true. But he was on Bill Maher, and he explained why he like a white person using the N word will just like destroy his whole day, even if he knows and respects him and loves him and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess for Ice Cube, I won't use the N word anymore.
Yeah, like seeing another person, especially another race, use the N word in front of you as a black person, it's kind of like the same feeling you would get as a black person coming up to you as a white man and just farting in your face, and everybody can see and hear it and smell it, but it's just for your face.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
I've never heard it explained that way.
I never explained it that way myself either. Yeah. But now that we bring it up, because it's like one of those things that just makes you uncomfortable and it's insulting at the same time.
I get that.
You know,
I get that because there's no N word for white people, but the farting in the face that I feel like that should be the thing. Anytime you pick up on a white person using the N word, black people should just be free to go fart in their face.
Well, you're Jewish, right? So I can think of a few words that might be almost as bad.
What makes you think I'm Jewish? You just throw that up. Is the U.S. government sending me money for some random reason?
I don't know. I just thought. I don't know. I just figured you're Jewish.
What about this looks Jewish to you? I have a small nose. Anyway, look.
That's debatable. Yeah, you have small body parts. Your nose.
That's right. That's proportionate to the rest of my body.
Okay, so what is your background?
I think, okay, so I only know my mom's half because I don't know my dad. Maybe I am black. I know that I'm German and Scandinavian, and I believe from the redness, I'm going to guess Irish. So I'm from all the white countries. the whitest of the white.
Right. That is a big melting pot of white.
That it is. I'm a big melting pot of white.
You're like Miracle Whip.
Love a good Miracle Whip.
Of course. Are you getting hungry?
But I never did one of those like 23andMe. I never did that.
Oh,
so I would have been interested, but then I think they went like bankrupt after they stole it. Like now, then you have your DNA on file for everybody, and
who gives a fuck about that?
That's true. Who's coming after me?
I mean, we're already cloning celebrities like Jamie Foxx and all these other people. Why not clone a Todd Royce?
Okay, serious question. What do you think about that? Do you believe Jamie Foxx was cloned? Do you believe that there are clones of people?
You know, I don't feel firm about believing in anything, but it does appear motherfuckers are getting clones.
Yeah.
And they were saying like Jamie Foxx is missing his head tattoo.
Really?
His last comedy special he put out, there's no tattoo in the back of his head that he normally would have.
Yeah.
And he did go through like a massive stroke. And that's what he was talking about. And it's one of those strokes that should have killed him.
Yeah.
But maybe he just got cloned.
Maybe it did kill him.
And maybe when they cloned him, he was laying on his back and they forgot to notice the tattoo back there.
Oh, yeah.
And add that shit.
That could happen. When my grandma died, my mom, she used to have like just like a little mole here, like old women do. and she always had it on her cheek. And my mom and I went in to view the body, which is the weirdest thing in the world. It's at the funeral parlor, and she was lying in the casket after she was obviously it was after she was dead. It was like she was trying it out, but she was laying there, and we walked in, and we both like looked, and we didn't see the mole on the side that it normally was on. So then we both at the it was such a sitcom moment because we're at the casket, and then we both at the same time get up on our tippy toes and like look on the other side. And then we came back and we're like, they took her mole. Just took it off.
I think this is your grandma.
Yeah.
Your grandma just performed a life insurance scam.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, she had a double, a clone double, sit in that casket, and she's out in the Bahamas right now, fucking Jamaicans.
Or Jamie Foxx. I don't know, man. I don't know if you really do get more conspiracy theoristic the older you get, or if things are just coming to light now. But I'm buying into like there's so much stuff about like the cloning of different people from the past, like people that were like involved in major things. Like if you look up like the Challenger exploding, all the astronauts on there, they can tie them into people who are so similar to the people that were on that space shuttle. I'm not saying that's true. Calm down. We'll comment all you want because that'll help us with the algorithm. But and then the most recent one was Timothy McVeigh, the Unabomber. There's a guy, I guess, working for the U.S. government who, if you do like age progression on Timothy McVeigh, he looks exactly like him, sounds exactly like him.
What?
Yeah, dude,
what?
It's fucking crazy.
Okay,
it's fucking wild.
All right, this is news to me. Of all the people you would want to clone, why
we want more
Timothy McVeigh's? Yeah,
let's get a Charlie Manson out there.
They're like, part one was so good.
Yeah, the sequel is gonna be fucking amazing.
All right. Oh, so
instead of the Tate's house, he'll go to like the Kardashians' house in a very special episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Speaking of news that we get off Instagram, that's where I get most of my shit.
True.
Instagram. So they caught 4 Chinese Communist Party nationalists coming into the country with small samples of aggressive fungal disease.
Really?
Yeah, and apparently
I have aggressive fungal disease on my foot. I could show you right now.
I smelt it. That's fine. I'm good. Yeah, and it made me think of that show, The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you think? What if we're The Last of Us? You can come in. That's fine.
Was that one of the Chinese nationals?
I mean, what if he opens up the door and there's a Chinese guy? He's like, what you talking? No.
There's a lot of secret entrances and passages in the Tappan Ash.
That's right. We're at the back door of the Tappan Ash.
Yeah, and there's more than one way to get in this back door.
You gotta be slick.
Yeah, you gotta be lubricated. Can't come in here all dry. Was this a fucking not freak off?
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what we should have called the podcast. Amir and Todd's freak off party. Wait, we might change that. What a topical name for a podcast. And then we could get like, never mind.
We should call it Amir. Cassie is lying. Todd and Amir podcast. I'm playing. I don't know.
No, go ahead. Let's hear it.
All right. Look. Yes, Cassie got her ass beat by Diddy. All right. And that is awful. I don't condone domestic abuse, especially by Diddy.
Especially by Diddy.
Yeah.
If it had been Jamie Foxx's clone, maybe.
But they're like basically blasting him for all the freaky shit he did at these parties. And she was the one like orchestrating it with him and texting him, I'm looking forward to the next one. This was fun. Maybe you piss in my face this next time. Shit like this, It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, okay, but don't you think that probably had something to do with she was young, he was in control of her career, and her, and like, you know what I mean?
Definitely. If it was me running the freak off, Cassie would be like...
Cassie would not be anywhere near your freak off, dude.
She'd be like, maybe don't pee on me.
Your freak off would be you, me, and Julio Gonzalez.
None of us are famous enough to pee on somebody.
No. We'd like find one hooker that would walk out after.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, even
I'd piss on her and she'd get hit in the eye with a kidney stone.
yeah, that's a good way to get rid of a kidney stone. And why is it that these wealthy motherfuckers love defecating and pissing on people?
Vince McMahon.
That's what I was leading to.
Yeah.
Yeah, he likes shitting on women.
Yeah, well, I don't get that. There has never been a time where I was having sex, and I have had it before, but there's never been a time where I was doing it and I was like, you know what would make this so much better? Like, yes, me naked, a little gross, getting sweaty, a little gross. But what if we add excrement to this?
You know what? Vince McMahon is at a level of comfortability during sex that I think most of us strive for. You know, because like sometimes you might be insecure about your body, you feel a little uptight, you're nervous. But if you are so wealthy that you don't care about shitting on a person, even if maybe it's by accident,
Sure.
you know, and then
By accident. Well, Vince is at the age where it could be a by accident.
that's what I'm saying. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he accidentally shitted on her head.
Maybe that's it. But in his mind, this is in defense of Vince McMahon. In his mind, he was like, "Oh no, would I rather be known as the old feeble man who can't hold his shit in while he's having sex, or the creepy multi-billionaire who's just like, these people are so beneath me, I would literally shit on them." That's a really good point.
Right.
I'm on Team Vince now.
Because nobody considers his age, and maybe I don't know. Maybe it was easier just to shit right then and there than to leave a trail to the bathroom.
Also, you know what it's like when you're really into it and you don't want to take a break.
Maybe okay. So here's what I think was happening. She was laying on her back, and he's face fucking her, right?
Okay.
And then he's like, "Oh!" and it just fucking comes out all over her fucking forehead.
You know what's fun? I had no idea that in the inaugural episode of this podcast, we'd already get into shitting whilst face fucking. This is where we're starting this out. If you're into like dirty humor, keep pay attention, keep up with the show.
I don't think they'd be even tuning in to start with.
I would hope not. Yeah, I would think. Well, I mean,
yeah.
There could be a lot of TikTokers that are just on here going like, "Oh, he's funny. What's that?" And then they're not expecting a lot of conversation.
They're like, "Oh, he was on Kill Tony. Maybe this is gonna be clean comedy. We're gonna hear." Yeah, look, if you're a Kill Tony fan and you're tuning in, you're getting exactly what you fucking deserve.
I don't know what that means. I think the Kill Tony audience is fucking amazing. Wonderful human beings who I love with every inch of my heart.
Well, with the part of the heart that's still working. And by the way, I like Kill Tony. I enjoy the show. I watch all the episodes that you're not on, and I enjoy it immensely.
Yeah. But have you ever signed up for Kill Tony?
Have I?
Yeah.
I did his podcast before it was televised, like 12 years ago. It was still brand new.
Oh, in the belly room?
Yeah, in the belly room.
Are you sure it wasn't put on YouTube? Because they put up a lot of those old episodes.
I mean, I don't think it was visual.
Okay.
I think it was still just audio at that point.
Okay.
And I did it. It was horrible. Do not look it up. All right.
I'm looking it up.
Do not look it up. My set was trash. My interview was trash. I was like, I'm not doing this again. But I did sign up when they came to Vegas.
Resorts World?
Yeah, Resorts World. I signed up.
Fucking crushed on that one.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's fuck. See, a part of me told me like just buy a ticket and watch the show, and then I should have.
You know what the best part about that one was? I want to get back to what you did on your first one, but what was so funny about that is the weekend before they aired the Las Vegas episode was all of the Tony at Trump's rally. This is a Trump sandwich.
The Puerto Rico incident.
Yeah. Look at this. We started with Trump and we're going to end with Trump. Just like the country. No, I'm kidding. You did nothing. No, so the Trump stuff happened with Puerto Rico, and there was that joke, right? So the next day, after all that stuff's happening, this episode that people are going to watch to be like, how disgusting is this racist guy? Because they don't understand humor. I went out and I did a bit that I've been doing for years, and the punchline was getting robbed by Puerto Ricans. And it just so happened that they posted that episode. We'd recorded it weeks before.
Hilarious.
And it aired that night, and I was always very happy about it. And I didn't even realize it. Me and my wife were sitting there watching it, and as I'm going through the bit, I'm not even thinking about it. And my wife goes, "Isn't the punchline Puerto Rican?" And I was like, "Oh my God, this is going to be awesome." And I lost followers over it. I can't even imagine the blowback Tony got from it, because I had nothing to do with anything, but because of that. And I love it. Fuck off. Look, if you're gonna unfollow me, over a joke, first of all. Secondly, if you're gonna unfollow me over a joke someone else made, fuck off. I don't want you following me.
I get it. I unfollowed you this morning.
It's for the best.
The Puerto Rico thing, that's hilarious. And I was watching some of the episodes, and like everybody was giving him shit for it.
Oh yeah,
hilarious. But losing followers or getting kind of canceled doesn't really affect your career.
Who cares? Obviously neither of us are anywhere near Shane Gillis level at all, or we wouldn't be doing this in the dark room. But the reality is, once we saw him totally get canceled, fired from SNL like minutes after he got the job, and then all of a sudden he's springboarded to being one of the top stars in comedy, doing arenas, hosting SNL. And then the coolest part was this last season, I don't know if you heard this, but this last season they were going to bring Shane Gillis back like for the full season to do Trump, because he's got the greatest Donald Trump impression.
He does, yeah.
But the season premiere was the weekend of Skankfest, and he was like, "No, man, I'm going to go hang out with my friends in Vegas." So he turned down a season of SNL to do Skankfest for a weekend. What a rad fucking dude! Yeah. I love it.
I mean, he's got like 3 more years of Trump to sign back up for SNL.
That's true.
Also, it's like, fuck you. You fired me. Why do I need to do you a favor?
Exactly.
Hello, come on in. We're just, we're doing a podcast. We won't include you.
A little podcast, unless you want to sit in. But actually, I think that's a perfect place to end this one.
Oh, really? Wow. How long we been on?
It's been over a half hour.
Wow. Right? How smooth was this?
Very. Almost as smooth as the drink.
Yeah.
And the cigar.
That's right. Smooth drinks and cigars only on the Sinical podcast.
The Sinical City, right here at Tap and Ash.
I'll get used to saying the title.
Yeah, eventually. I think we're going to change it too, right? The Freak Off Party.
Cheers.